Well, the country is crying out for strong leadership, given we're seeing Keir Starmer's Labour Party implode in record time already. And guess what? After yet another U-turn from the government, lefties absolutely chomping at the bit to whack up taxes even more. That's their answer to everything, of course. Pretty grotesque to consider that when at the same time you've got a situation now where the cost of asylum accommodation, because the government refused to stop the boats, that's now trebled to 15.3 billion over 10 years. Billions now being spent on this. The National Audit Office recently revealed that around 110,000 people seeking asylum are now being housed by the Home Office. That's a 134% rise since 2019, and close to 40,000 people being put up in hotels. And you can see how this has spiraled out of all control. The original estimate was 4.5 billion for 10 years. It's now gone up to over 15 billion quid. And they seriously want to turn around and say they want to whack our taxes up even more. They must be living on another planet. And as for the alternative, well, Reform UK taking on the blob, taking on the establishment, and, you know, any idea of the civil service being neutral. I mean, it's about as neutral and impartial as the BBC. You just have to look at the civil servants in tears over Brexit. I mean, yeah, that's really professional, isn't it? Really impartial and neutral there. Well done. And then you had Suella Braverman, you know, cause consternation in the Home Office, upsetting civil servants because she actually said she wanted to ban all boat crossings. I know, how shocking. You've even had another briefing, and it's funny how these, again, supposedly impartial, neutral civil servants all scuttle off and speak to left-wing media. The Guardian with another story here, that Home Office staff are concerned about banning those scumbags at Palestine Action, according to a senior civil servant. A senior official there at the Home Office who requested anonymity said concerns about prescribing Palestine Action extended into the Home Secretary's own department. So the rot really does run deep. And quite clearly, I think what we need now is to look at a civil service run by political appointees who actually believe in the government's programme. I think that's a far more effective way of running the country than having a reform government come in, for instance, and civil servants doing everything they can, left, right and centre, you know, running off, briefing the press, trying to undermine the government, trying to stop the government's programme. That cannot be allowed to go on. And we've seen, in terms of the councils that Reform won recently, this go on to a smaller degree, because the Reform chairman, Zia Youssef, here asking who really runs Britain, saying a coup has taken place in Warwickshire involving the chief exec, refusing to take down the pride flag. But the difference here is, unlike the Conservatives who whinge about everything without actually changing any of the system, Reform taking this head on. And so you've got this extraordinary situation where George Finch in Warwickshire there, the county council, ordering the chief exec to take action, and that apparently not being actioned. And so Finch asking there, and I think it's a very fair question, why is there a non-elected bureaucrat making decisions that elected councillors should make, disregarding democracy, and yet they can't even get a flag changed? If that's the blob at a local council, imagine what it's like in Whitehall. So massive changes clearly need to be made. And as I say, Reform actually taking this on rather than just whinging like the Conservatives. The entire system needs to literally be reformed from top to bottom. Please do let me know your thoughts on all of that, though, in the comments below. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more, guys. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. Do head over to Heathen News, my Substack, to read all my articles. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.